Hi there, welcome back. Glad you joined us again. Well, our last remade video, Desert Dogs, has finally dropped. So that kind of takes care of all the videos I'd lost and had to remake from my computer meltdown we had. So rather than try to catch up with everything that went on in between, we're just going to pick up where we are now so we can kind of keep this rather current. We recently were at Mittry Lakes, stayed there outside of Yuma for several weeks, where I did all my videos on my 4 phases of my improvements to my camper van that I've had for just 2 years now. So I'm glad to say those are all completed and ready to drop. But in between them, I still want to do our travel videos to let you know what we're doing, where we're at, and what life on the road is like with my 2 girls. We spent a lot of time at Mittrey Lakes outside of Yuma. Got to know Yuma pretty good. We found a great dog park in Yuma called the Bark Park, and it is by far one of the best dog parks I have found in my travels so far. Very nice, large area, gated, had water facilities for the dogs, places to sit out of the sun, and just very nicely manicured and kept up, very clean. I was surprised. So we took the dogs there a couple of times and they just loved it. They ran and ran until they were tired and wanted to come home. So while we hung out at Mittrey Lakes, we also explored a couple other places off of Highway 95 behind a VFW post. There's a huge open area, BLM land, that is very nice. It's a huge area, lots of room for everybody. However, everybody seems to want to camp next to each other like a housing development, which I don't understand. And anyway, we stayed there 2 nights. One night we just kind of pulled in, found a place out in the open. And then the second night we went back to the end of the area where there's a forested area and found a nice little place in the woods. I mentioned a bit ago the girls were in here taking their afternoon nap. You can see the bed is still out. That way we can just lay back and relax. The dogs love it, and their 15-foot leads allow them to come in and out of the RV freely, and plenty of room to stretch out and roam around, so they're able to trot around and have some exercise. Now let's go check. Let's see. Well, who's that? No, not out there, Kate. I meant you, silly. Here. Oops. Here we go. There's Katie. Katie looks so beautiful after being combed and groomed. Had her spa day. She is in her favorite spot, riding shotgun, keeping an eye out of anything that goes by out there in the camping area. So Kate, what do you see? Huh? Anything? Nothing? But you're keeping watch, aren't you? You're the protector of the realm. Yes. Nobody gets near this place without you knowing. And you will let them know that you are here on guard. Yes. What'd you see? Now, the only bad thing about this place is we're close to the Yuma test grounds military base, and right over that mound of dirt across the street, Highway 95, is a very busy freight train line that for some reason they seem to run most of their stuff in the evenings and nights, and it is noisy. So anyway, Kate, you see anything? Huh? Okay. Well, Kate, why don't you say bye to our viewers? Huh? Can you say bye? Kate! No, she's too focused on something out there. Could be a little dog someone has, or anything she finds interesting that she thinks might be a threat. Huh, yeah. I ask you, who could not love a face like that? That is one relaxed dog. Huh, Sarah? Yeah. And after 2 nights there, I decided, it's a lot quieter back at Mittrey Lakes. But on our way back to Mittrey Lakes, I decided, well, let's check out this place called the Fontana Pond/Lake. Well, lake is stretching it. It's more or less just a pond. And it's got a dirt road around it. And if you can't find a place along the shoreline, then you're forced to camp up in the thickets, which is not a pleasant place to be. And I noticed all the campers that were around the lake were all nudged in together, bumper to bumper almost, and that's not my idea of camping either. So we stayed there a night and said, this ain't it. So we ended up going back to Mittrey Lakes. And it's just looking out over part of Mittrey Lake. And we have our boat dock here. Boat ramp. And the picnic area. It's really quite nice. And Mittrey Lakes by far is so much nicer. Since last year, they've improved it. They've built up a raised area of compact gravel for campgrounds. They've got huge rocks that they use for slots to pull into for Class A or pickup towing a fifth wheeler or whatever. And then they have a wide open raised gravel area. Here are some of the designated camping areas in the BLM land surrounding the wildlife refuge. Because we were there and it rained and the road turns to this mush, this red slimy mush that just gets coated on your vehicle and dries like cement. I had to go into town and find a place that pressure washes semis to blast that doggone mud off my rig. It was so thick and hard. But I learned my lesson. I learned that, hey, if it rains, you stay where you're at for a day or two until it dries up. Because I found even the roads going out to Mittrey Lake that were paved, that have agricultural work on both sides of them, just all that muck gets taken onto the road and the road becomes muddy and slippery, and there's no way you can stay out of the muck. They have trucks that come out the day after a rain and scrape all the mud back on the side of the road just to get it off the highway. But anyway, we did enjoy staying at Mittrey Lakes. I got all my videos for all 4 phases of my van improvements I've done in the past 2 years completed and uploaded, ready to drop. We enjoy the beautiful sunsets out here. We enjoy the walking along the beach. They have what I call fingers of land going out into the lake that have palm trees on them. And a lot of people like going out there, sitting and just fishing for the day. Never ever see anyone catch fish. So I guess it's just for therapy. Anyway, it's a nice place. The people here were, I think, a lot friendlier than the other places we had gone. We did move around, found another spot farther down the road. And here we are. We have a really nice place here under a tree that gives us nice shade. A little mountain behind us, hill. And we turn around. We got our rig here all set up, all nice and homey. Got a nice fire pit here, and we have a nice overview of Mittrey Lake, the larger expanse of it. So we're just chilling out here. We moved to this place away from the general gathering area that's just paved, flat, rolled gravel that really heats up, especially when it gets up close to 80 degrees like it has been. So this is much more pleasant, a better view than down there, and it's got a nice cool wind here coming through the hills. So Sarah likes it, don't you, girl? Yeah, there's Kate. Kate's enjoying it. I had a second lead that I put on the tree here so Sarah could roam around. So all in all, it turned out well. The computer meltdown was taken care of. My computer got a bigger brain. We came down to Yuma and kind of just rested here for several weeks so I could catch up on everything. And now I'm heading north again up towards Quartzsite to meet with a buddy of mine who's coming down from Washington with his trailer. So it's been quite a time on the road. We're entering our 3rd month now, and the dogs have done just great. As far as they are concerned, this is their home, and they have done excellent. Huh? Isn't that right, Sarah? Yeah. So to have 2 dogs that travel so well is a blessing, and I hope your pets are just as well on the road as mine. So until our next video, we all 3 wish you safe roads and happy trails. Goodbye.